Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we just arrived back in camp. We're actually leaving again immediately, because we have things to do and places to go. I think we're going to head up to Chile Creek in this video, and then we'll cycle back down to Reliable Redoubt when we have a chance. So we're going to go this way, up to here. There is an army in our way. We do have an army that can probably go face off against it. Do we have any recruits? We do have some new recruits. We could hire some clerics, but I don't. Well, actually we have a bit of money. Let's see what much we have after hiring our footmen and our archers. We do have enough for some clerics. Hell Knights are better, but I think we can... No. Unfortunate. Okay, so we're going to move this army just a teensy bit out of town. We're going to replace a unit of it in a second here, but unfortunately I have to do it like this just because of army size limitations. So we're going to go Army 3. We're going to move it just up a little bit. We're going to meet up with the other army, swap these two out. And then this army can actually just go. I can't move it that way? That's annoying. I'm just going to try and find a place to put it. I literally just want it out of the way. There we go. It can go sit there for a while. Not an ideal positioning, but that's fine. I really want to go to the Heart of Mystery, but we're not really able to do that yet. That's okay. We'll get there eventually, I'm sure. And we'll stop there. Where's our other army kicking around? It's right here. Let's go meet up and grab the other soldiers. Come up here and fight this demon army. We can move past it with our units, I believe, with our heroes, without having to engage it. But, you know, never hurts to have reinforcements nearby. What have I done? There we go. And that goes there, and that is done. And we are level 3, but we're not quite ready. Oh, that's it. We're out of movement points. Let's move back to our other units. We may have to rest before we get there, unfortunately. You failed to sneak past the enemies, prepare to fight. Okay, well, that's just the reality of where we're at. And it's spiders. It's so many spiders. That is a lot of spiders. Get a haste out. Okay, and
out of my sight.
Is no one gonna shoot anything, or are we just all kind of standing around, hoping that they're not gonna do anything? Alright, this is going fine. Never mind. I really need to get a restoration spell.
Rules are made.
We're not quite there yet, though, in terms of levels. Well, that was actually way easier than I thought it was going to be, so time to leave. And we're off to Chile Creek. Go past this army. Whoop. More enemies to go past, of course.
Let's have some fun.
More spiders. Maybe we don't need haste. You guys shoot that one. There's a shear there. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully no one dies. Wasn't expecting to get charged by a shear, but that's fine. It all went okay, I guess. Do they have masterwork weapons? Yes, might as well take it. It's worth $100. Can't complain. And we've finally arrived at Chile Creek. We are fatigued, mostly, and so I'm going to rest really quickly here, and then we'll move up our army, and we'll head into Chile Creek itself. See what we can deal with there. And you know what I forgot to buy yet again? Scribe's kit. Oh my god, we didn't set anyone on any of the rolls. Oh well. It's not the worst thing that's ever happened. Did it undo them all? I thought... Oh well, it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. That was a weird sound. Oh, there's dire wolves up there that may or may not have died. There is... Oh, okay.
Wherever
Back
my
up.
legs carry me.
We are buffing before we fight the Plagued Bear, Plagued Smilodon. You know, all those really nasty things that are hard to kill. Where? Why is this not on my... Oh, it is on my bar. It's right there. Okay, let's start getting more buffs out.
I wonder.
That's lesser restoration. That's not going to help us.
Good.
Shield of Faith. Shouldn't matter. Let's go with a Bless. Mage Armor.
Yes.
Blur.
I welcome your company.
Everyone's got lesser restoration, no one's got a real restoration. Oh yeah, she has a lightning bolt, right. Forgot about that. She's not going to be in our group long term, but lightning bolt's pretty fun. Okay, we got Blur on. Now we just need haste. I think we're ready to head up there. We have 30 armor class, that should be
ready to move out?
good enough.
I crave for adventure.
Okay, he's in front. Quick saving. We do this Smilodon first. The bear is more powerful, but doesn't attack us. Oh god, this is going really badly. Okay, so we died. Where did Tim go? Oh, Tim got stuck behind everyone and no one attacked properly, so that's really unfortunate. Okay. Maneuvering a little bit, getting him into the front. Alright, now we go up.
Let's have some fun.
Everyone attacking. This is ruthless. We are getting slaughtered. No one is hitting these things. Let's take a quick look at their health. Also, maybe we should give Tim Blur as well. Does our main character have Blur? Yes.
I crave for
We're gonna give him
adventure.
displacement. And you?
Do you
You.
require my unbiased opinion?
You're doing displacement.
Well, Good.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
Okay. Let's try this one more time.
I'm
Move
always
back,
open to
you
ideas.
up.
you can trust
Melly,
me.
get out of the way. Displacement might help.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Wide open.
Where's Tim? Why is he not up here? Oh, you gotta be kidding me, Nenio. Get out of the way. Ah, he's gonna die. There's no way we're surviving this. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, this is going okay now. No, don't die. Yes. Lucky critical hit. That narrow path is just annoying to try and get up. Anyways, let's collect all the wolf pelts. And some sort of loot thing. God, those things hit like freight trains though, even with all the buffs in the world. Like, we had displacement and blur. We had so much concealment going for us. And they're just smashing through. Oop. Jernog walks thoughtfully around the grove. He pauses in front of a few trees, lingering there for some time. He seems to be examining something carefully. At the sound of your footsteps, he turns around abruptly, but the anxious expression on his face quickly gives way to an amiable smile. Commander, it's so good to see you. Seems you found time to visit our quiet backwater after all. Could be mistaken, but it looked like you were frightened by my arrival. Oh no, you startled me, that's all. It's my overactive imagination. I still can't get used to living in such a small village. The town where I grew up was a good deal larger, and it was located near a trade route, so there were always lots of new faces and plenty of people bustling around. Here, though, it's different. The moment you step outside the village, you're all alone. You can walk for miles in any direction with only the birds and animals for company. That is, of course, the way Erastil teaches us to live, but truth be told, it still makes me feel somewhat uncomfortable. Why were you looking at those trees? See for yourself. He points to one of the branches, and among the leaves you notice a small doll made of grass and seaweed tied with a blue ribbon. Keep finding them here in the grove. I think it's some kind of local ritual. I've asked the villagers to tell me what it means, but they won't give me an answer. I just don't understand the reason for all the secrecy. How do you like living in the village? Getting used to the way of things. I still get the occasional sidelong glance from the locals, but that's not surprising. After all, I'm just some stranger who decided to show up without invitation and settle down in the village. But the church warned us about this. Such caution is to be expected at first. I just have to do my best to earn their trust. I heal, I purify the water, I give blessings. Sooner or later, they will accept me as one of their own. It's so quiet here. War makes you forget what peace feels like. I understand. My time in Canabris gave me a small taste of war. I only had to live through it for a few days, but I know the horrors I witnessed will haunt my nightmares for years to come. I cannot imagine how hard it is for those like yourself, soldiers who have given their lives to the cause. The priest placed a hand on his heart. You have chosen to fight there in order to protect our peaceful and quiet life here, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. What do the locals think of Erastil? They're indifferent. They are pragmatic people. You know, they don't have time for theology. If old Deadeye helps them survive, that's good enough for them. You know, some priests get overzealous with sermons. They demand that people pray, observe all the rituals, make sacrifices, and then those priests, all holy and pious, are surprised when the locals kick them out of the village right into the nearest ditch. The priest laughs. I was taught differently. First, you have to prove your worth. You have to show them why you and your deity are useful. It's only after they've begun to trust you and start asking questions about your faith that you can really share your beliefs. Then you can tell them all about old Deadeye and his teachings. Well then, will you show me around the village? Of course, let's go. You get to meet the locals and see how we live. Maybe you'll even manage some peace and quiet, a temporary respite from the hardships of war. Don't be offended if you get some weird looks. In this remote village, people have never seen an Awesomar before. When I first told them about you, I could barely manage to convince them that you don't glow and can't fly. Yet. Can't fly and glow. Yeah, I mean I can glow. I have Light of Heaven and also... Oh, there's direwolves.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Direwolves aren't that tough. They're no... like Smilodon for sure. Bloop, bloop. Just gonna go ahead and take all the corrupted meat. And another loot bag full of random junk. I should probably make my way down to the main road. There's actually a small fight we have to do down here as well. We'll go and kill all the rest of the things in this area as well. Just, you know, gonna deal with this first. A straw doll clad in small, skillfully embroidered light blue dress is tied to the trunk of the tree. 3 old dolls hang from the branches, their grass and seaweed bodies slowly rotting away. A small doll made of grass is tied to a tree with a dark blue ribbon. It's really creepy, actually. Old faded blue ribbons hanging from the branches of the tree. That is unnerving and weird. A piece of gray ribbon hangs from the branch. Well, let's go save the town. What a beast! We've got you now. Watch out for those huge teeth. Don't let them catch you. Aim for her throat and belly. Fewer scales there. Don't be afraid, everyone. We fought ones bigger than this. Just a casual Hydra day, I guess. Let's go fight it.
I'll tear your throat out.
Well, that was a very easy fight where they didn't even get into range. That'll teach you to mess with us. A man with green eyes, the broad shoulders of a swimmer, and the calloused hands of a fisherman shakes his fist at the beast's motionless carcass. Something's got them all worked up. That's the second time they've crawled out this month. So let them come. A woman, her eyes the same shade of green as the fisherman, smiles at you. It's not the first time, and it won't be the last. But what's the matter? They can't hurt us, and we'll use their hides to make a lot of waterproof coats and cloaks. Markel, Melissa, I'd like to introduce you to somebody. This is Eltimar, the commander of the crusade. He's the one I told you about. Ah, a real hero of our little backwater. So nice, or a real hero in our little backwater. It's so nice for you to drop by. We've never had anyone so important come to visit. Heroic acts are important, but sometimes it's good to leave the front lines and talk to the ordinary people living ordinary lives. Anyway, welcome to Chile Creek. Hydras are usually far more dangerous. That beast was not at its full strength. I can tell you have an eye for such things. Well, of course he does. He's the commander of the crusade. He probably could have told you all that with his eyes shut. Melissa smiles at you. It's all thanks to our mother, Icy Rill. She takes care of her children. She won't let anyone hurt them. She fills her net with fish and drives away the monsters. That's right. And if she doesn't drive the beasts away, she'll weaken them so we can kill them and harvest their hides. Icy Rill, who's that? She's right here. Markel nods towards the river. Did you think this was the Selen? No. It would take you half a day's rowing before you reach that river. It's big to be sure, and very important. The Selen flows through at least half a dozen countries. But where would the great Selen be if it wasn't fed by thousands of little streams and creeks, such as our dear Icy Rill? The people of Chile Creek hold the river in great reverence. The priest's observation is matter of fact, but you notice his voice sounds a bit strained. How can we not? Our whole lives are built around the river, from the wedding wreath we send down its stream to the funeral boat that floats away on the waters when the time comes. Our mother Icy Rill feeds us, gives us water, protects us. With a kind smile, Markel glass a sidelong glance at the frowning priests. The gods are far away, but our Icy Rill is right here, so we treat her with respect. The two of you look very much alike. I assume you're related? Right you are. Markel ruffles Melissa's hair. She laughs and tweaks his nose. She's my little sister. Takes after our granny. May her memory never fade. She was always restless. Couldn't sit still. And Melissa is just the same. She's always up to something. And you look like you took after our grandpa. May the river's silt be his featherbed. You're as brave as he was, and just as stubborn. You two look very confident when you're giving orders to the other villagers during the fight. Are you in charge here? Well, how should I put this? Our village is too small for anyone to be in charge. We just happen to know a thing or two about using a weapon, so if some nasty creatures come crawling out of the river, we give the orders. But when it comes to fishing or fixing nets, we'll be the one following orders. We are not an army, and there are no officers here. We all live together, solve our problems together, and serve the Icy Rill together. Though in truth, Be told, it's only been in the last few years that people have really started listening to us. Before that, villagers kept to themselves and no one wanted to go poking their nose into anyone else's business. When we first came up with the idea to start trading on the river, the other villagers stubbornly dug in their heels, but after money and goods began to flow into the village, they changed their minds. Yes, the village has been growing. We're getting to see all sorts of things we'd only ever heard about before. The year before last, we had a fair, and people came all the way from Canabras to attend. Then a priest came, and we'd never seen one of those in these parts. And now, who would have thought, the commander of the crusade has decided to pay us a visit. And not just a commander, but a child of heaven's blood. Around these parts, we only hear about folk born with the blessing of the upper plains and fairy tales. Even if elsewhere in Mendiv there are lots of you, as people say. What are the grass dolls that hang from the trees in the grove? A shadow passes over Marco's face and he looks away. There's nothing much to tell, really. An old local custom. It's just a ritual, Melissa adds in a low voice. No one seems willing to share any further details with you. How is life in the village now that you got a priest? Not much has changed, Marco shrugs and smiles amiably. He's a good lad. He does some healing, never bothers us with sermons. Why, he's even learning to fish in his spare time. He also knows a lot of songs, and when he sings, it makes you want to sit and listen. Melissa smiles archly at the priest, and he blushes. The whirlwind is not that far away. Have you been attacked by demons? No, we've never seen any. Our mother Icy Rill keeps us safe. She would never let such abominations get near. I have to go. Back to the front, Melissa shakes her head sadly. Can't even imagine the nightmarish creatures you have to fight there. Have a safe journey and a swift victory. So that's pretty much all you can do in the village, but there are a couple more small fights that we can do as well. We got some eyeballs, and we got some quest experience for completing our quest to visit the priest, which we said we would do. Always nice of us. Found some oppressor's gloves, +2 bonus on persuasion skill to make intimidate checks. In addition, whenever we confirm a critical hit, the enemy suffers a -2 penalty on saving throws against mind-affecting conditions for 2 rounds.
Forwards!
That's kind of neat.
Backwards! Backwards!
Gonna just steal all their goods, because why not? Let's go see the actual town itself, just over here. And we can actually loot a couple more things on the way.
Trail me.
Those are the 2. We already talked to them, though. Just, steal a few more things here. The priest is up here, Jernog. We want to talk to him some more, but unfortunately, there's not really much else we can do here yet. I'm hoping later on there'll be more to expand into this, but I think that's all we can do. We can actually attack the village too and kill them, but let's not do that yet. And maybe one day we will.
This way.
It's a nice little village, though, to be honest. I wouldn't want to live here because I don't think I could. I'm not built for small village life, to be honest. Couldn't do it. Another lock to pick. On the bright side, they have lots of stuff to take. Alright, I think that's pretty well it. There are a few more fights, like I said, to go deal with, so let's go do those. And then we'll be pretty much done with this place for the time being. I know later on in the game we do come back here. I don't know how or why, but I do know what happens. Didn't look into it. It was mentioned to me before.
No, backwards! Backwards!
We could kill the Megaloceros for some experience. I'm gonna do it.
I won't let you have
I need the money, or I need the experience. I need that sweet, sweet experience. Need level 7. It's gonna happen. I have to murder every deer in the world. That sounded fairly ominous. I'm not gonna. Oh, Alpha Wolf! Ferocious Wolf. We missed our attack? Oh, horrible. And then we headbutted it.
Too late for apologies.
Okay, now they're all dying.
Nice! Behead!
How close are we? Still 1,000 experience away, that's still a lot. Skin them all, take all we can. And now we have a horrible storm to get through. Okay, lightning bolts are just raining down on us now. Super. Stupid world wound and its massively quickly changing weather. Although that did happen in Kingmaker 2 a lot. You can actually be hit by lightning, which is very amusing to me. Go up this way. See what we can find. There's another elk up here, another couple elk, another Megaloceros.
I'll rip you apart!
I'll hit
Oh, there's a bunch of them here. Oh, there's a ferocious one as well.
Out of my sight.
You won't stop us.
Why does it have concealment? Oh, it died. Or maybe we have concealment. No, we definitely don't have concealment.
So little time.
That lightning is intense, though.
This way.
We just got hit by lightning, see? Emberge took 30 lightning damage. Jesus. Apparently running around in metal armor during a lightning storm is a bad idea. Or something. I think that's the end of this place, though. Let's go and take this loot up here. Quickly, do a little hunting. And I think... yeah, that looks to be about it. Oh, there's some more loot over here we missed. Little bag. Oh, we have the distortion from the storm grants the subject concealment. Mischance. Huh. Interesting. Well, let's leave. Time to go. And I guess this is going to be a relatively quick video this time. We're going to head out, and hopefully in the next video we'll get a level. We're going to go help Regil, or at least go towards Regil. Hopefully level up before we hit him. And then we'll, actually maybe we'll go... oh, the storm's over.
Why am I so weak?
and she got hit for 48 electricity from the lightning storm. Stupidity duper. Oh well. We're gonna get some rest in before we have to do anything else anyways, unless we get randomly attacked. Let's make our way back to the camp. Once we get fatigued, we'll stop briefly. If we get fatigued on the way, we are, and we'll move our army, because we did rest. So, move our army up, see if we can't deal with this demon army quickly, and then once we hit the camp, we'll call it a video there. Quickly do a rest, and then we'll head up to the Nameless Ruins first to see if we can't eke out a level 7 before moving down to fight the gargoyles at Regil. Oh, right, there's elementals. I forgot about that. That's okay, this is fine. Let's nuke the first group. One group down. 7 took out those, and we can take out the rest of them. Oh, this is going to be an easy fight, depending on what the water elementals do. And just defend. They're moving up. And we're just going to nuke those ones. This is an easy fight, no big deal. Oh yeah. This is fine. These guys have a lot of life. Can you reach? No. Might as well defend then. Can you reach? Nope. Might as well defend then. How much life does each elemental have? It's insanely high. Okay, there's only one left though. I'm not too concerned about it at this point. Let's just move up and... we blocked off our clerics. I'm an idiot. Alright, fine. 11 damage. Let's move you here. So that our clerics can at least get out and try and help. And still not dead. Still, no one has died on our side either, though. This is going to take 8 years to kill. There we go. This should finish it, and we're done. Elemental's dead. No one needed to be replenished. Nobody died. Just a nice, easy fight, and we found the Heavy Flail, which is the Tyranny of Mind, which is a... what is it? It didn't load up. It's a little thingy. There we go. +2 Heavy Flail. Can only be wielded by non-good characters. Whenever they land a hit with it, the enemy has to pass a will save or become affected with the equivalent of a dominate spell for 1 round. If a good character wields this weapon, they'll become permanently confused even after they unequipped it. This effect can be removed by a remove curse spell. So it's effectively a cursed object for good people, but is a pretty decent flail for evil people. And we have successfully arrived back at camp. That's going to be it for now. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. I'll just see you next time. We'll go save Regil, or we'll try and eke out a level 7 at the area for Nenio. Take care, guys. See you next time.